Okay, so today we're going to review partial quotients division, and there will not be a home link to go with this, so that's a day off for you. So the first problem, I want you to go ahead and grab a pencil and paper, or if you have a dry erase board and a dry erase marker, you can do that, or however you want to work out the problem. The first problem is 72 divided by 3. I've written out the easy multiples here. If you don't want to use easy multiples, you don't have to, but I know some people were using them quite frequently. So I want you to go ahead and pause the video and work through the problem, and then you can fast forward to the part where I have solved it and see if we match. Okay, so if I look at my easy multiples, I want to get as close to 72 as I can without going over 72. So I see that 20 groups of 3 would give me 60. So I'm going to do 20 groups of 3, and that would be 60. So I'm going to take out 60 from the 72, subtract that, and then I'm left with 12. Now if I look at my easy multiples, 6 is the closest thing that will go into 12 without going over. So that's 2 groups of 3. So I can subtract those 6 out. Now, if you look at 12 and 3 and know that there's 4 groups of 3 and 12, you can skip using your easy multiples and go straight for the 4. But since I'm strictly using the easy multiples, this is the way I'm going to do it. So then I have 6 left, and 2 groups of 3 again is 6. And then I'm left with 0 for the remainder. Then I have to add up my partial quotients. I had 20 and then 2 and then 2. So 24 is my answer. Okay, the next problem is 89 divided by 7. Again, I have my easy multiples, and you can see I went to 20 times 7 because that was 140, and I knew that was too much, so I didn't need to continue going any further. So the first thing that I can do is 10 groups of 7, and that would be 70. And then I subtract that, and I'm left with 19. And if I look at my easy multiples, I can do 2 groups of 7 for 14. I'm going to put my 2 here. And 14. And 19 minus 14 is 5. Since I can't make any more groups because this is smaller than my divisor, then I'm done. Okay, and this is my remainder. So my answer is 12 with a remainder of 5. Or if you want to write it as a fraction, it would be 12 and remainder of 5 over the group size of 7. So 12 and 5 sevenths. Okay, and the next one we're going into 3-digit. So I have 151 divided by 4. So again, I have my easy multiples here. The biggest one I can use is 20 groups of 4 for 80. Sorry, I have a frog in my throat this morning. So 20 groups of 4 is 80, and then I can subtract 1. 15 minus 8 is 7. I have 71 left, so I can't do 20 again. I have to do 10 groups this time. 10 groups is 40. I have 31 left. Like I said earlier, if you know of 4 times something that will get you close to 31, you go right ahead. Okay, I'm going to use the easy multiples. So the closest I can get to 31 is 20, so that's 5 groups of 4. I have 11 left. And then I can do 2 more groups, and that's 8. And then I have a remainder of 3. Because this is smaller than my divisor, so I have to stop. So I have 20, 30, 35, 37 with a remainder of 3. Or if you want to write it as a fraction, it could be 37. Remainder is our numerator, and our denominator is our group size, 4. Okay, one last problem. 751 divided by 6. So I've got my easy multiples here, and as you can see, I've got up to 300, but this is 751, so I want to try to get as close as I can. So I have my 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, 50. My next easy multiple would be 100 times 6. It's not blue anymore. And that would be 600. And then the next one would be 200 times 6. And that would be 1200. So I don't need to do any more. 1200 is more than my dividend, so I can stop there. So what I can do is I can use 100 groups of 6. And that would be 600. And then I have 151 left. The closest one I can use is 20 groups of 6 for 120. So I'm going to put my 20 groups out here. And 6 groups is equal to 120. And I subtract those. I'm left with 31. So I can make 5 more groups of 6, which would be 30. And then I'm left with 1, which is smaller than my divisor, so I am done. So 100 plus 20 plus 5 would be 125, with a remainder of 1 this time. Or you could write it as 125. And then the 1 would be your numerator, your remainder. And then the group size goes on the bottom, which is 6. So 125 and 1/6. All right, thanks for watching. Keep practicing.